This seems to be the day when I meet a lot of friends I knew formerly, said Mrs. Oliver, going into the house and being led into a small, rather over-clustered sitting room. I don't know if you remember Mrs. Carstairs, Mrs. Julia Carstairs. Oh, of course I do, yes, rather. She must be getting on. Oh, yes, she is, really. But we talked over a few old days, you know. In fact, we went as far as talking about that tragedy that occurred. I was in America at the time, so I didn't know much about it. People called Ravenscroft. Oh, I remember that well. You worked for them, didn't you, at one time, Mrs. Buckle? Yes, I used to go in 3 mornings a week. Very nice people they were, you know, real military lady and gentleman, as you might say. The old school. Good evening, Rachel. It is Monday, March 29th, and I'm very happy that I'm able to upload a video for you, because it might have been kind of awkward if I called you and you would have had to just, I'm gonna move this a little bit, there we go. If you had to just look at a picture of me, that might have been awkward. So, hi, that was just a tiny little excerpt from, Elephants Can Remember by Agatha Christie, which I got at the library the other day, but I haven't actually had time to really read it, so I don't know if it's good or not, but when I get time, I'll read it. So I'm glad that you agree with me that we don't have to do punishments anymore, because they were just kind of stressing me out. So I hate it when my computer, like, decides it's gonna go dark, and then I have to, like, put my hand on the thing and, like, make it go on dark. Oh, by the way, you didn't piss me off, with your take on journalism. You didn't piss me off at all, because I really agree with you. But I do have to clarify one thing that you said. I don't think that I want to be a correspondent anymore. So, yeah, because I'm taking this class right now where I just have to do, like, a lot of writing stuff, and I really like it, and I really enjoy it, and I just don't think I would really enjoy, like, having to talk, like, live, and I'd rather just write. So, excuse me, I just burped in case you couldn't hear it. So, by saying that news correspondents or, you know, news channels in general are biased is not offensive at all, especially because now I don't really think I want to be one. I just want to write. And while newspapers are biased, you know, I don't think they're really quite as biased. I mean, they still can be, but I think they have less potential to be biased than, like, a news channel. So, and then of course I won't be biased, you know, when I write, but then I'll probably end up, you know, writing obituaries, and it's really hard to be, my phone's going off. It's really hard to be biased. Oh, you texted me. With obituaries, it's really hard to be biased. So, no worries. I like how you, like, leaned in and you were like, not Sarah. It was pretty epic. Okay, on to Mary Shag, Throw Off the Cliff. I would, I don't really want to, but I would shag Othello. I would Cliff Bassanio, because I just would. And I don't know who Claudio is, because I've never actually read Measure for Measure, but I'm just going to take a chance here and say that I would marry him. So, your three are, I'm gonna do it a little bit funky. I'm gonna say a man from the 1860s, a man from the 1920s, or a man from the 1980s. So, and before I go, I just have to tell you this quick little story. I was in the PCSU, and I held a door open for this guy, and he was like, "Oh no, love, after you," and it pretty much made my night, because not only did he call me love, but he had a British accent, and I kind of want to, like, get married and run off to England. But anyways, Rachel, I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.